Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. My name is Michaela. I'm a 21-year-old foster mom making videos about motherhood, foster care, cooking, cleaning, lifestyles, all that good stuff. You have to pardon the attire. This is I've been momming nonstop all day for 48 hours, so I've got a sick little one, and I think whatever it is, I'm pretty sure I gave it to him, and then he gave it back to me. So I'm running a fever, my throat's sore again, gotta love it. Anyway, so this is actually I'm like sitting on a pile of junk because my desk is a mess because I go back to school in less than 48 hours, so yay, for even less time. Anyway, that's what this video is about. Well, it kind of is. As you can tell by the title, this is a foster care update. We have had our little ones for, it was 2 months at the beginning of January. So, I just wanted to give you a little update on them. They're doing really, really well. They're really thriving here, and that makes me so happy. Some of the behaviors that concerned me in the beginning with them have really, like, just kind of drifted away, and it's just watching them come to their own and feel, you know, I thought they were comfortable, but now they're very comfortable in our home, and it's just amazing to watch. You know, I don't know, and it's really amazing to see how they've adapted and stuff. It's crazy. Like, I thought they did so well when they first got here and that they were so comfortable. Like, no, now they're comfortable. But, you know, who knows, there may be more. But we've gotten them into some really good programs that I think are going to help them. They're just kind of starting them. You know, everybody can benefit from therapy, so I'm excited for everyone to get involved in that, and just making sure everyone's on track with, like, learning and speech and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's really important. So everyone's going to get their full, like, checkup and workup and make sure that everything's on track. If it's not, we're going to fix it and we're going to work on it. They have learned so much since they've been here. My youngest, which is 1.5, he has learned so many more words. Like, I didn't understand hardly anything that he said when he first got here, but now, I mean, it's not like he's reading from the dictionary, but he is saying 2-word sentences, like I don't know, 2-word sentences, and it's awesome, and his words are so much more pronounced. Like, when he first started calling us, like, mama, he called us mama and dada. Well, now then he started saying mai and dai, like he was missing, like, the pronunciation, and now he's gotten to mommy and daddy, which is so huge. It's so huge, and he's just talking so much more, and he'll say love you. It's so cute, and he's, like, become so much more loving. Like, every morning he comes up to me and gives me a kiss. It's the first thing he does. It is the absolute cutest. And our 3-year-old has started this. I don't know exactly what is making him do this, but I mean, no joke, it's like every 5 minutes or less. I love you, mommy, I love you more. Like, it's just constant. And I mean, I don't mind it, but it just makes me curious, like, what is, like, I don't know, like, what is urging him to say that so much. But I mean, they're doing so well. I mean, I'm having some, like, basic discipline issues with the 3-year-old. You know, sometimes I'll tell him to do something and he'll just say no. Like, what did you just say? Like, oh my gosh. So, you know, we use the timeout method, and sometimes it's effective, most of the time it's not. We're currently dealing with, like, banging, like, we put him in the high chair because we don't have, like, a timeout chair, and it doesn't matter because he wouldn't stay there. So, you know, we put him in the high chair where he's buckled up, and we put him, like, in a corner, you know, and we just stick him there for however long the timeout is. But he'll bang on the high chair, and he'll kick his feet, but then eventually he will calm down and he will be like, I'm sorry. So I think he's like, I don't want to be mean anymore. So he just truly means well. He's just having an inner battle with himself and, like, following directions, and like, we've really been working with him, like, on, like, listen, I need you to listen to me. Are you listening? Are you following the directions? Follow directions, and following rules. Listen, I need you to follow rules. Are you listening? And then I always say, do you understand? You understand? So hopefully that will like work over time. Like today, he was in timeout 4 times because I told him to pick up a toy or something, and he said no. I'm like, timeout. And I mean, this happened 4 times. So last time it was like they go to bed when sometimes they'll go to bed at 7, sometimes it's 8, but like today my 3-year-old didn't nap, and my 1-year-old got a really short nap, so they went to bed at 7:30ish, and it was like 6:30, and he was in timeout for the last time, and I was like, listen, if this happens one more time before bedtime, you're going straight to bed. Like, you're going to bed early, you're going to go lay down by yourself, and it's going to be bedtime. And that seemed to work because he really behaved the rest of the night. So, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of trial and error on what really works. And, like, he's very, like, open about his feelings. He'll say, I'm angry or I'm happy. So whenever he does something bad, I just make sure it makes me sad when you do that. It makes me sad when you do that. And he can really comprehend that. So that's really good. So it's just, you know, working out some kinks. I mean, he's a toddler. They're both toddlers. You know, they're both gonna... And the 1-year-old has picked up on him saying no. So the other day, or this was probably a couple weeks ago, he stood up in his high chair. I didn't buckle him in. Mistake. And he stood up, and I said, sit down. And he said, no. He turned his head and said, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But... so he's kind of getting mad about that. So, I mean, I know he's picking it up from the 3-year-old, so I'm just trying to correct it, and hopefully it will correct it for both of them. But just some basic, like, toddler behavior issues. I mean, it's nothing out of the ordinary, I don't think. They do really well. I don't know. They're really happy. I mean, he tells me all the time, like, the 3-year-old says, I'm happy, and I don't know, the littlest one, like, hardly ever, like, doesn't have a smile on his face. Like, even when he's saying, he's like, no. And he's like, he thinks it's funny. So, he's, like, constantly smiling, so. And then I'm kind of struggling. If you guys have any tips on this, please let me know. He takes a bottle every single night, and he has, like, chronic ear infections. And they say that it's probably because of that, because he takes a bottle every night. And so I've tried, like, elevating his head, but I've tried to, like, switch him from a bottle. Like, I got a sippy cup with, like, a soft nipple, so it, like, trick him into thinking that it's a bottle. No, he knows it. Like, tonight, it's 8:51. We laid them down at, like, 7:30, and he already woke up screaming. Would not stop until I gave him a real bottle. So, I know that's, like, a safety thing for him, and I hate to take that away, but with it affecting his ears, I don't know what else to do. And I'm really not comfortable with letting him cry it out, especially because him and my 3-year-old share a room, and the 3-year-old's a really heavy sleeper, but, you know, after 30 minutes of crying, he's gonna wake up. So, you know, if you guys have any tips on how to break him from a bottle, that would be really great. He really only takes a bottle at bedtime. I mean, he will drink less if I give him a sippy cup during the day. If I give him, like, a bottle, like a normal bottle of water, he will drink it all. I mean, he would drink anything out of that. But if I give it to him in a sippy cup, he doesn't drink it, or he drinks it very slow. So, if you guys have any tips for that, please let me know. Because that's a real struggle. We don't really know what to do, because we don't want to take his comfort item away. But I don't want him to keep being in pain with his ears. So, I don't know, it's a dilemma. But, with our case, there's nothing really happening, like, legally until June. They don't have court again until June. So, which will be their yearly mark. End of last month was their 6-month in care. You know, it was their 6-month care. I don't want to say anniversary, but they had been in care 6 months at the end of December. So, we do have, sometime before the end of this month, we have a 6-month case planning conference with us and our boys worker, their supervisor, the bio family, and our worker all in one room. And I can't really get into details, but things are kind of tense right now. We have an issue that we're really struggling to get past. It's really difficult. Things are just really tense, to the point where we're doing safety pickup and drop off. So, things are just very emotional right now, which is very understandable. I mean, this whole process is emotional, so we're just taking, you know, a little step back, and hopefully at this conference we can kind of work past this issue and go ahead and go forward with the case plan. So, yes, that's what's going on there. But I just wanted to like tell you guys that, because it's not all rainbows and sunshine. I mean, I'm sure you know that if you're a foster parent, but you know, some workers are difficult, some bio families are difficult, some placements are probably difficult. I mean, but you know, things aren't perfect, and you have to work past the issues. There's going to be issues in some way, shape, or form. So you just have to be patient and calm and work through it. No matter how much it upsets you, you have to just push through. Like, my husband is the most calm person in the world. I mean, someone can get up in his face right here, yelling at him so loud that they're spitting on him, and he's just calm about it. I'm like, what? I'm not that calm. I'm not that calm at all. I mean, I can keep my cool, and I'm very like non-confrontational, so I hardly ever like spout back, but it's much harder when it's your kiddos, and they're not, I mean, they're my foster kiddos, but you know, I love them, and I don't know, I'm very protective of them, so when it involves them, I get very emotional about it. My husband's like, why do you get so upset about everything? And I'm just like, I just want the best for them. I just want the best for them, and I don't want drama and tension. I just want to have a good working relationship with everybody involved in the case, and I just want it to go on. Like, this issue is just annoying and frustrating, so hopefully we'll get past this issue sometime by the end of this month, hopefully. But I'm sure a lot of you guys came because you saw that we may be getting a third placement, and that is completely true. A third placement may be in our near future, a newborn. We don't know. It's 50-50, could go either way. If things are going as someone said they were, it may be like 75-25 on us not getting them, but we don't know. It can go either way, so we are preparing for that the best we can. We have the nursery, we have the crib all set up, and so we set up, you know, we put 2 toddler beds in there now, and they share a room because we have 3 dogs, and so we allow the other 3 dogs to stay in the other rooms because we have a 3-bedroom house. I'm sorry if this light is like super annoying. I don't really know how to get rid of it other than just sticking my head there, but I feel like that's annoying, so sorry. But it's dark, it's like night, so we've had to start crate breaking our dogs, and we have a little pug, and she was super easy, like she's completely crate broke. We really didn't even have to try with her. Then I have a German Shepherd and a Husky Pyrenees mix, and that's a whole different story. The Husky Pyrenees is not even a year old yet, and she's full puppy, and she hasn't been fixed yet, so I'm hoping that like once she gets fixed, like this kind of puppiness about her will fade off. But she chews through everything. She chewed through her metal crate, like chewed through it. So yeah. So right now, I told my husband, I said, you gotta get these crates out of this room. One, so I can clean it really well and get the nursery set up, and 2, I don't have the trust in them right now, especially the puppy, to leave her alone. So I'm like, you're gonna have to take the crates. I'm just gonna have to do it. So right now, we've been like shutting the door and leaving them in the room while we're gone. So, you know, here's the baseboard, here's the floor, and you have that little strip that goes right along that edge that kind of like covers the grooves. One of them completely chewed one wall off. Completely chewed it off. Like, so, and we just got a new white bedding, and I really don't want them sleeping in here with us. The pug is fine. She's like whatever, but I mean, the other 2 will sleep in here. They don't want to sleep in the living room. They want to sleep on top of us, and they're big dogs, so it doesn't really work. So we're kind of trying to deal with that and trying to get them to the point. It's just such nasty weather here. It's rainy, it's snowy, it's cold. I'm not leaving them outside all day. So, and they're muddy, and I don't know what to do with them. It's so hard. I'm trying to get that room cleaned, but every time, like, I want to go in there and mop the floors because we have their crate in there. It's dusty, it's dirty, you know, it's got some spare food on the floor, whatever, and it's got muddy paw prints all over it. But what is the point of mopping whenever they're literally just going to come right back in and get their little muddy paw prints all over it? So that's a struggle right now. We're trying to figure out the best thing to do about that. It's really annoying. It's really frustrating. The good thing about them tearing off that strip is that we needed to completely redo that floor at some point. So whatever, I guess. I don't know what we're gonna do about it. It's done now. So but I think we do have that extra trim, so my stepdad said it'd be easy to replace if it ever came to that. So I don't know, but we'll tackle that issue later. But yes, I mean, we could be getting a third placement. We really only wanted to start with one, and we stretched our limits to take our 2 little ones we have now. So we have 2 because they were siblings and we were not willing to separate. And now this third one, it's a tough situation, and I don't want to get into the details right now. And I'll kind of go into a little bit more detail if we get this placement. But it's really pushing our limits. We are definitely going to be, if the baby comes into care, we will definitely be saying yes fearfully, just because, you know, we had never been parents before. We jumped into 2 and we're like, oh my gosh, and now we're just getting settled, and now we're gonna add another one. And I'm going back to school on Tuesday, and so I'm taking maximum credit hours. I'm going to be very busy. I have school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, work Mondays. I decided to completely take off Fridays because that is when our little ones have a visit. So, you know, those are days that they suggest that we have a really set routine. So I'm hoping that will help them a little bit, like pre and post visit. So hopefully that will help. And then if it comes to it, then I can, you know, have someone come watch them so I can do some studying or whatever. My husband has a rotating schedule, so some days he'll be here and some days like I can go to the library and do some homework or whatever. And then I'll be off the weekends, but every other weekend my husband works, so every other weekend I'll have the kids by myself, so that weekend I know I won't be able to get anything done. So, you know, we're kind of dealing with that. So we just have a lot on our plate right now. But I guess the good thing about it is the case is kind of stuck at the moment. Not stuck at the moment, but they just decided to give ample time and just pull the court date until June, which is their yearly update, you know, court hearing, whatever. So nothing court-wise until then, unless something major happens. So this month we're going to be doing the case planning conference, the 6-month case planning conference. So I'll probably vlog that day. I obviously can't give that much detail, but I can kind of explain like how it went and like what it was all about and stuff, because we've never had one before. So I'll definitely vlog that. I'll definitely give you guys an update if we do get a third placement, or if we know for sure we're not getting a third placement, but it is 50-50 right now. So we're preparing, you know, trying to get everything ready just in case. We don't want to get that call and be totally unprepared. I can't, this thought of that just freaks me out. So, and then after that, probably in February, March time, we'll probably find out, maybe until April, and then we don't have court until June. So, everyone says the time will fly by. June feels like really far away, but, you know, we have case planning conference this month, possible placement in the next 2 months, and then there's only a couple months left, and I'm almost done with school, so, then I'll be out for the summer and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it's probably gonna be a crazy couple of months. I'm gonna try my best to keep my Sunday upload schedule, but just like as you can tell, I'm gonna be taking maximum credit hours, 2 placements, possibly 3, and I still work. So my life is crazy. And my phone doesn't have very much storage, so I don't know. I can't like pre-film as much as I want to. And I've had some technical difficulties. I completely lost a video. We had a foster care review board hearing. I vlogged that entire day. We did some really fun family stuff. We went to see Christmas lights after. And lost it all, deleted it all on accident. It was so devastating. It was such a good video. I'm so sad that you guys didn't get to see it. But anyway, it's done. It's over. But that is our little update. I just ask if you guys are praying people, please pray for us, for our strength through all of this. This is definitely not an easy process, not because of our placements, but it's just all of the stuff that surrounds them that makes this so difficult. So if you would definitely keep us in your prayers, make sure we can keep level-headed and grounded, and also of course pray for our placements. You know, they've gone through so much, and so much is still changing, and their fate is really undecided at this point, and just pray that they, you know, they get permanency quickly and are able to get settled and thrive and are healthy and happy. Just please pray for that. Pray for the whole foster care system, because if you're in it, you know that it is so broken. So just please, just pray, because it needs it. We all need it. And as always, if you guys are interested in becoming foster parents, please don't hesitate to comment or message me. I have my email linked down below. Also, my Instagram is linked down below. So don't forget to follow me there. And you can DM me, whatever. I'm completely open to talk to you guys. If you guys are interested, if you guys just have questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Because, you know, like I always say, this is why I'm doing this, to encourage foster parents, to encourage future foster parents. And provide some guidance, because when we jumped into this, there was like 2 foster care channels, 2, and of course I follow them religiously, but I'll just go ahead and link their channel down below. It's the Lifestyle and Love Mother. It's Love Mother blog now. I love them so much. Those were the only 2 that I had when I first started that I was able to find. So, you know, and they just really helped me, any advice they gave me. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to give advice and to encourage foster parents to stay strong and to do it, and just that it's so worth it. And it has been so worth it. I don't regret a single minute. It's not been easy. Not been easy in the slightest, but it is completely worth it. I wouldn't change it for the world. We love our littles. They mean so much to us, and we care for them so deeply. And even though our relationships are not 100% like BFFs with bio families and stuff and workers, we love them. We care for them. We want them to be happy and healthy and successful. So, you know, it's just, we just want the best for everyone. So just keep us in your thoughts and your prayers. It means a lot. But if you guys haven't subscribed, you definitely should do that. There's lots of interesting stuff going on in our lives in the next few months, so you definitely don't want to miss it. So definitely hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below if you like this video, if you found it helpful or entertaining. I don't know. Like it if you liked it. You know the drill. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Have a good week.